Hello and welcome to a rather intimate beer review, and don't know why there was that forced break between those two sentences. And as you can see, proper council house territory today with the drying pod on full display and a jacket on the chair next to me. Yeah, welcome to another beer review. I've just recorded another Sureshot review, the beer that they did with Verdun. Giallo fans will be very happy with that. And it's one of the few beer reviews where I'm actually trying to put a little bit of effort into it. Sort of like this beard. I think this is, it's like scraggly pubic hair. And as you can see, cigarette stained pale moustache. But with a turtleneck, it's like I'm a beatnik, no, not beatnik, but a bohemian artist, like Andy Warhol with a, don't know why I'm talking quietly like Whispering Bob, but yeah, like Andy Warhol with a thyroid problem. So I thought, it's Monday night, shouldn't really be having a couple of beers, but I feel like having a couple of beers. So yeah, got another Sureshot beer. And this is a can of Gebenroth. I'm gonna go for the German. I think that's a German name. Gebenroth. Helles, or it could be Gebenroth. I'm not too sure. Massive shout out to Rasputin there. Manchester connection. And yes, this is a Helles 4.8% ABV, brewed in collaboration with Libero, which I was thinking because I did an order with a Sureshot, and I saw this, I was like, oh, I've never heard of that brewery. Are they from Italy? But no, it's I think it's like an Italian football inspired sports bar in Altrincham. Yes, I did Google it, and yes, I can't fully remember, but that's not the point. And, you know, Italian football, Venezia, always. Don Pietro had my most successful run on FIFA with Venezia, and now I've adopted them as my Italian football team. But yeah, so basically it's a collaboration. I think I can't remember really, but I think it's like the guy who owns Libero. I've not been to Altrincham. There's some interesting sounding places in Altrincham. I'm really quite limited with the places that I go to that are easily reachable. But yeah, maybe I'll have to go to like the likes of Stockport and Altrincham and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, Helles brewed in collaboration with Libero, a lager passed down by our foremothers. Don't Jordan Peterson me. That reference would probably annoy people. Not my intention. But yeah, passed down by our foremothers. High Germanic lords Hallertauer Mittelfrüher and Hersbrucker lend a floral and citrus aroma to this primordial brew. And of course you've got a bit of like black metal. I'm not too sure, black metal, death metal, whatever. There's only like a very small selection of bands that I like from within that genre. See, when it comes to like metal, I'm more of a sort of like doom sort of metal. So what band instantly springs to mind? Electric Wizard. I'd love to see them do some collaborations. Anyway, so really like the artwork there, and you can actually read the typography. Who remembers that meme? Anyway, I am approaching 40, so please forgive me. So yeah, I do love a good Helles, and I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 lagers from Sureshot, so I have high hopes. So we'll see what we get with this one. Unfortunately, I don't have a Sureshot glass, so fellow Mancunian brewery glassware, I think, is suitable. So we've got a nice Cloudwater glass. Obviously not the most ideal form of glassware for a lager, but I couldn't be bothered going upstairs to get a fresh glass, so I've just rinsed this out from my previous Sureshot review. Anyway, beautiful golden look to it. Slight haze to it, which I don't know, is it chill haze or is it just unfiltered? Anyway, don't know why I snurched then. I've used snurched in my last review as well, so keeping it together. But yeah, one finger, well, just around a finger of white foamy head. It's looking exactly what you would like a Helles lager to look like. I somehow stumbled awkwardly into that sentence, but picked myself up. And you could probably tell that I messed up there, but yeah, I'm not perfect by any stretch. Never try and pretend that I am. In fact, I'm my own worst critic. Anyway, we're not going to go into the self-deprecation route, because I know Mr. Mersey Beers is quite fed up with me doing that. But it's defence mechanism, and it's funny when people take the piss out themselves. Anyway, on the nose, what you expect from a Helles. There's really nothing like overly unique or different about what a Helles would smell like. But this is just a classic Helles aroma. A little bit earthy, a little bit grassy. The German hops do come through nicely. It's got that sort of like damp character to it, which I'm a big fan of. Yeah, that's smelling like you'd want a Helles lager to smell like. So not much more you can say really. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Oh yeah. Germanic is not the word. It's what you want. Like freshly squeezed lemon. Really nice, crisp, not too light mouthfeel. I'm instantly wanting to have fish and chips, because I find a really nice, slightly citrusy Helles beer just goes well with fish and chips. But I've already had food for this evening, so I won't, well, I can't be even bothered to make even frozen fish and chips. Plus, I can't be bothered waiting for a chippy to deliver, just for it to be like soggy and stuff anyway. But yeah, this would cut through the fattiness of a schnitzel really nicely. Yeah, what can you, how can you like really go into great detail about, I mean, I am almost 9 minutes into this review, to be fair, but when it comes to, I tried to disguise the burp, but it didn't work. I almost feel winded, terribly out of shape. But, you know, it's really hard. If you were to like review like the 10, like let's say the highest rated Helles beers, one after the other, you're going to be saying the same things, because you want clinical, like, this is what I want from a Helles lager. And this is exactly what I want from a Helles lager. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're going to have to work very hard to beat Augustiner Lager Beer Hell. And the reason I say that's because that's legitimately the best beer in the world. But I think in terms of a Helles and what you want and expect from a Helles, terrible style to review. But for me, I just can't fault this. It's not one of those ones where, oh, there's something slightly different about it. No, it's just, I want a Helles to taste like a Helles lager. And this is doing the absolute treat. The thing that springs to mind was when Lidl were doing that box of like Oktoberfest-ish lagers. This, even though they were like fest beers and Märzens and that sort of thing, this could stand toe to toe. And in fact, this is much better than some of those that I had. I mean, it's hardly gonna, you know, excite many people, let's be honest. You know, when it comes to the end of the year and people are like giving their, let's just say, I don't know, you know, does this happen? I don't know. But if you were to like give your top 10 or top 5 favourite Sureshot beers, this wouldn't appear in that. And that's an absolute travesty, because it's just a fantastic lager. It really, really is. They've absolutely nailed it. They really, really have. Manchester Brewery collaborates with an Italian style or Italian football themed sports bar to produce a German style beer. And they've done a terrific job. They really, really have. This is one of the best craft lagers. I don't like that term craft lager, because a lager's a lager. Well, it's not a lager, because you get shit lagers, like really badly brewed lagers, really soulless lagers. Don't get me wrong, when I'm out at my local pub, whatever, chances are I'm probably drinking Coors. Although my local pub has started to have jute from Salt, so that's a very welcomed addition. Another pub not too far has Red Stripe on tap. I love that sort of stuff. I like what I think are tasty lagers. Macro, micro, craft, whatever. If you can brew a good lager, you brew a good lager. And this is. And people are probably, oh, you're probably going over the top. But no, this is a fantastic, fantastic lager from a UK craft brewery. And probably the best lager that I've had for a while. Very, very happy with that. Nothing remotely, and I mean this in the best possible way, nothing remotely unique, nothing remotely special. It's not having a contemporary twist on an existing style. It's just, let's brew a really good Helles beer. And that's exactly what they've done. And I respect breweries more for doing this than, let's say, reviewing, like releasing 5 or 10 like pale beers in like the space of 2 weeks, and like 70% of them are just like generic, okay, pales, IPAs, whatever. Now, I'll make that point because obviously Sureshot absolutely nail it with their like hoppy beers. It's the one style that when you're a new brewery, master that, get people aware of. I mean, they've got great people involved in Sureshot, so if people are in the know, they know they're going to get a good beer no matter what's brewed. But in this market, get your hoppy beers, do them well, and then just branch out, do other styles. And yeah, this is terrific. It really, really is. Overstating it, not giving it enough credit, I don't care. I love this beer. It's fantastic. Definitely give it a try if you haven't. And yeah, it was very reasonably priced as well. as lagers should be. You know, I saw like Trillium. There was like quite a bit of their Foda lager, and it's like nearly like 10 quid. And I'm like, why would I want to pay that much? You've almost destroyed the lager by making it a Foda lager, by the way. But yeah, lovely, lovely stuff. Absolutely lovely. And as someone who probably goes on about Augustine the Lager Beer Hell way too much, I think this is damn fine. I really, really do. Sehr schön, or with the Italian connection, bellissimo. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to shut up because I'm sounding like an absolute twat. Anyway, so I'll put the links obviously down to Sureshot and Libero down below. Very interested to actually do proper research because I don't think I've sold the sports bar as well as I could. But you know, that's why, even though I work in, you know, customer service, selling stuff, I'm a terrible salesman. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is. I know what a good lager is like. I've lived in the greatest lager brewing country in the world, that is Germany. I know what a good lager tastes like, right? This is the worst, shittest, it's not even a brag, but I know what a good lager tastes like. So just ask me, and I'll tell you what a good lager is. But then you'll probably wince when I say I really like Pabst Blue Ribbon. I love Pabst Blue Ribbon. I even like, and I hate the fact that we're mentioning this spirit. No, I don't, because I'm not one of those people. But Lost Lager, Camden Hells. Yeah, mass-produced to fuck. But consistent. And lagers always have to be consistent. They do. Even like the most soulless, multi-trillion, I don't know if there's any trillion-dollar breweries, like billion, well, like Anheuser-Busch, I suppose, they're like multi-billion. But the one thing, even for like your least favourite, like just absolutely shat on macro lager, always has to be consistent. And you're getting that same consistent product all year round. The only way you're going to get a bad example of that is if the place where you're drinking has a bad line or whatever. So lagers, you have to get it right, because if you brew even like the slightest defect or shortcoming of a lager is absolutely paramount, and it's titanic. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, how many times have you drank a lager and the first sip you're like, I fucking hate this? So do you know what? I love it when craft breweries known for other styles brew fantastic lagers, because I think this is a style that should be respected. I mean, Beer 52, say what you will about those. Join the next revolution of British craft lager. I think we've gone through the revolution of British craft lager. Our breweries in the UK are brewing fantastic lagers. We've got lager-focused breweries brewing amazing lagers. I don't think it's a new revolution, because the revolution has already been televised. Anyway. Yeah, this is a great lager. Check it out. Highly recommended. I think going forward, whenever someone releases a Helles lager, I need to have a bottle of Augustina and do like comparisons all the time. I think this stands up with the likes of Augustina. I really, really do. It's not just like a boring, oh yeah, it'll do. It's just so well brewed. It's so well brewed. And what more could you ask for with a lager, really? Anyway, so that was Sureshot and Libero. Gebenroth. Give red. I don't know if I'm translating it to, well, terrible translation from German. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is. I can't believe in this video I said I know what a good lager tastes like. I'm unlikable at the best times, but when I'm saying stuff like that on camera, you don't care, do you? Whatever. Anyway, cheers for watching. You all take care. Stay safe. There's no one there. Bye.